Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thanks, Aaron, what did you think of the way you guys shared the ball today?
It was good. Coach Caputo told us we had 25 assists as a team today, and that's something that was one of our goals going into the game. To share the ball, and we did a great job with that.
Trey, how excited do you get when you see a team that plays as much zone as they do?
My eyes light up. He's able to get driving lanes, able to create shots for other guys.
Did you feel like your team shot selection, being able to work around that, was good for the most part today?
Yeah, we have. I like to think an unselfish team. Guys want to see each other, win and succeed and to score. So creating for other guys. I believe them to make shots. They believe in me to make shots.
Aaron, what was it like? I mean, obviously you guys had just played 3 games in 4 days, have the holiday and whatnot. Just what was it like, just trying to make sure you were dialed in today in a situation where it very easily could have been lackadaisical?
I think it was tough, but us spending that time together off the court, I think that's what helped us dial in for this game. We all went to Coach Caputo's house yesterday for Thanksgiving, and then some people came to my house afterwards. So just spending that time together off the court, I think we was able to just talk about a lot of things other than basketball and really get closer as a team. And I think today we just came out and just played within each other.
You got 2 Thanksgivings out of it too?
Yeah, we
That's
did.
pretty nice.
We did. Shout out to Miss Caputo. She had a nice meal over there for us. But I think that played a part. And then also us just knowing that like it's college basketball. You're going to play 3 games in 4 days and then come back home 2 days to prepare and play again. So we was ready for it, and I'm glad we came out and got the win.
Trey, I know Trey Autry has kind of flipped a switch here over the last week or so. How much has that kind of improved your offense, having him go from obviously a decent 3-point shooter early on to what he's been doing of late?
And he's been shooting the ball great. Just his being on the court. Creates space and creates driving lanes, creates opportunities. Get him a shot or get opportunities to get all the way to the rim. It's been great.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Coach, you say the next question.
Okay. Yeah, I thought offensively we executed exactly the way we planned on executing. I was happy that we shared the ball, got good 3-point shooting. For the most part, we took care of the ball. I was disappointed in some things defensively throughout the game. I don't want to say it's 4 games in 7 days and it's the day after Thanksgiving, but I've been doing this long enough to know that sometimes that's the case. But I told the guys, look, we gotta get a lot better defensively. We've been fine defensively. We've been top 100-ish raw Ken Palm defense, but we have to be better. To go on the road next week and win some games.
When you have a team that comes in and plays a ton of zone like they do,
Yeah.
and you have the holiday and the travel and all
Yeah.
that, is there some concern that guys are just going to get a little shot happy? And how encouraging is it that you guys did pass the ball and move the ball as well as you did against a team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have the benefit of having a guy who you can put in the middle of that zone, and Darren Buchanan, who's just such a good player in the middle of any zone. Good passer. He can make what are difficult 2-point shots for some guys. He can make, and obviously, we didn't get it on the glass the way I thought we would be able to, but we did get some. And then even when you put Sean in there, he's an excellent passer, but he can also stretch out and make a 3. So, yeah, I thought our team, while we're a pretty good shooting team, we're uniquely prepared to play against this particular zone.
The work that Trey Autry has given you the last 3 games
Yeah.
or so, what does that do to kind of alter your offense?
Just, the shooting we desperately need, and I've said it like a broken record, but, you lose Garrett Johnson, you lose one of the best shooters in the league. The idea of having a guy like him, plus Gerald, who's shot a great percentage, plus a Trey Autry now, who's shooting, I think, to where what is his actual percentage, gives you some shooting, and then you're gonna get it from other places here and there. Trey Moss won, Chakoi won, Sean won, Christian I think made. I thought he made 2 actually. One of them must have been a long 2, but in any case, yeah, I think he's at that level right now, and hopefully he can stay there, Trey Autry, in terms of his shooting.
When you're talking about the defense, I mean, I felt like the first 10 minutes of the second half was probably the best you
Yeah.
guys played. In there.
Yeah. No, I again, and we turned them over 10 times in the first half, but only 5 times. We couldn't get we couldn't get them sped up. We couldn't get the heat to them that I would have wanted. Part of it is we've got 8 rotation players. My 2 freshmen who I would like to give opportunities to are both hurt, and so that's hard when you're those 8 guys kind of know they're playing. It's hard to be a pressing team, and my initial thought early in the year was maybe to do some pressing, or at least picking up full court and using some speed of a guy like Diane's, and I think Ty Bevan's a guy who's got some defensive acumen as a young player. But with those guys out, it's been a little bit harder.
You think they'll be back soon?
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I think. Again, I'm hoping that sooner rather than later. Yeah.
And just how did you feel like you mentioned 4 games in 7 days.
Yeah.
How did they kind of deal with that essentially?
Yeah, I think pretty well. You came back on Tuesday as a travel day. Had to practice Wednesday, but really, it was more walkthrough. And then have a good practice on Thanksgiving. I thought we had a good practice yesterday. Been a lot of Thanksgiving practices that were just okay. They all want to play in the NBA. Well, 4 games in 7 days is sort of like the NBA, but now the schedule gets a little bit more normal. But we're going on the road. We got a very, very difficult opponent in America, and I think they've got a really good veteran team on their home court. It'd be a very difficult game, and we're going to have to be better.
And how would you kind of take stock after a month of the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's our high. I don't know. We'll probably drop today. I don't know. Maybe we will. I have no idea. It's our highest KenPom rating since 2017. I saw, and we got close last year, I believe, and then we had the injuries and stuff. And I think we're on a good trajectory. I think we still have a young group. I look around to the best teams, and man, I see a lot of 5th and 6th year guys, and we really only have 2 of those guys on the team right now, and we have a great player that's out for the season. So I think right now where we are is can't complain about 7-1. I thought we would have played a little bit better in the first half against Kansas State. I was proud of our fight to get back into that game. And so we just got to, like everyone says this, it's really true, got to get better, and we're going to get tested here this week on the road twice.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. See ya.
Take care, Chris.
Where you headed next?